this weekend.
Oh, no, it's not time for it yet.
Can't do it yet.
Not yet.
Don't
not
get caught
yet.
in that.
Now, my grandma, we always go by grandma rules.
Okay.
Grandma always said you had to wait until after Mother's Day.
Isn't that like May?
Yeah, it's in May.
Dang.
Yeah. But she always said, now she lived in the mountains, so maybe it's a little bit different up there.
A little chillier.
Jason Drum, though, Drum Landscape Supply, he comes on every once in a while, and I think he said you just need to wait until, temperature. So I think grandma, went by vibes. So maybe somewhere in between, like
vibes also works.
Vibes and temperature. Grandma vibes.
Depending on the crop.
Depending on it. But Katie's had snow up in the high country yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a big whirlwind of craziness.
Crazy.
This week got a little crazy. So you sent this video that I put at the top of the list. Thievery.
Yes.
So DoorDash, all right, if you're a DoorDash driver, I hope you don't have the sticky fingers like this guy. But This was a local business here in
Cornelius,
who caught a DoorDash driver snatching.
I think technically it was an Uber Eats driver, so we don't
so-
want to put anything bad on DoorDash. Sorry, sorry DoorDash.
But you might have to say all three
Yeah,
stickers
he
on the
might do
front.
for both. But this was specifically an Uber Eats driver. But
This is rough. I mean,
is
just
crazy.
hand caught in the cookie jar.
My favorite part is that he looks for a camera first. He didn't look the right way.
So which business is this?
This is Mayola's, which
Mayola's.
is in the Food Line Shopping Center near downtown Cornelius.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes, pizza spot. Yes. I heard that he has been identified and has been ordered to return the money.
Dang.
Yes.
Probably won't be
I mean,
allowed
it's really easy. If you know this guy, it'd be really easy to pick him out. It's a pretty clear picture of his face.
Oh yeah, no, the cameras
good quality.
Saw the guy and saw the situation go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
But I'd say good for the business to put this
He
out
puts
there
it right
too.
in his wallet too, man.
Not hiding it at all.
No, right in
That's
my
my
wallet.
change, right?
It's my money.
That's my change.
Yeah.
Dang. But maybe that was it. Maybe he's like, oh no, change.
I need a tip. Maybe they didn't tip him enough, and he was like,
Right.
"Yeah, this is the tip jar. I'm
You
taking
guys
my
are
tip.
tipping my tip, right?
This is
Y'all
my
are the
tip.
tippers.
Yes,
So
this is where I get my tip, right?
it could be just a simple miscommunication is what
Perhaps.
went down here.
Perhaps, but he has been identified and been notified to return the money.
You gotta be careful. Someone's always watching.
I don't
This is
know
a
what
good
it's.
reminder.
I don't know the name of the person, but yeah. So he, caught live on camera. So, way to go, Mayola's, for some investigative work on the street, turning it into us.
I wonder if it was like a quick thing, like right after it happened. Wait a second. We recounted the tips. Significantly less. Check the tape.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they discovered this was on there. I don't know if they just review the tapes at the end of the day or if they noticed, like,
Daily review.
when they came back and they're like, there was quite a bit more in that tip jar.
Somebody
Where'd it go?
did something.
Yeah, so then they review the tapes. I'm thinking it's that way.
Yeah, they didn't review the tapes for Canada again.
They didn't?
No. They should have.
Why?
But you know what? Did we get our sweet revenge?
We did. Yeah.
Because of hockey.
Yeah, hockey. Yeah, men's hockey won.
Yesterday morning at like 9 o'clock in
It
the
was
morning.
early in the morning. I happened to be up, and so I clicked it on, and yeah, it was
Glad
fun.
you're awake at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, on a Sunday. Yeah. I got up early on the Sunday.
All right, you turn it on. USA Hockey's.
When I turned it on, it was tied. So
Okay.
I don't
It
know.
was tied for a very, very long time.
Yeah, it was halftime. Or whatever,
Definitely.
intermission.
No,
They call it
halftime.
something different. What do they call it? Something
They
different.
call it intermission.
Intermission, which
Yeah.
is they usually do for plays. See,
mhm.
so I was close to something. Yes, it was intermission.
And then in overtime.
Yes, and so then I watched the rest of the game. Quite exciting. And the guy, like, teeth got knocked out as he scored the winning
Is
goal.
that the young kid who fights everybody in the NHL? I think he plays for the Rangers. I could be wrong on who it is, but there's a young kid who fights for just like everybody. But hockey players lose their teeth. First time winning gold since
the
Miracle.
80s? Yes. And there were actually 3 players from the Hurricanes that were on the team.
Yes.
Yeah. So North Carolina connection again.
Mhm.
Also, did you see bobsledding? The women's bobsled won 2 medals.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They won their 5th. These 2 women won their 5th and 6th medals on the U.S. bobsled team. So they and shout out to Debotec who made the bobsled. So more local connections.
We got 4 years to work on it. Norway comes out on top of this medal count: 18 golds, 12 silvers, 11 bronze, 41 total. We come out with 33 total: 12 golds, 12 silver, 9 bronze. And so certainly some things we can work on, I think, in the off season.
Yeah, but I will say that the women kind of dominated the.
I love it.
I love it too. So 8 out of 12 Team USA gold medals were won by women.
Dang. Ladies
Way to
can do
go,
stuff
ladies.
too.
Yeah. We're good at stuff. 63% of total Team USA medals were won by women at the Olympics. Yes. So way to go, ladies. That's The gold medals was 8 out of 12, but then just medals combined was 63%.
It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Love
So,
it. Yeah, for
excited.
sure. More sports that get more people involved to do more cool things. I watched the closing ceremony.
Oh, did you? How
That
was
was weird. That just got
I
weird.
only saw one clip of like Olympians just yawning during the closing ceremony. I was like, yeah, that's all I need to know. That it was good for me to skip it.
And obviously, the home country has the right to use their language,
And they can do whatever they
you
want.
know,
I
as
guess.
part of the opening and closing ceremonies. But the closing ceremonies was weird. There was like one lady, I think it was a lady, but it was like a gray tree, and she was like 14 feet tall. I don't know if it was a real person or not, but I think it was because it was
Tree
singing.
lady?
It was like, and she had like a bunch of styrofoam bubbles around her. I was like, somebody get her a box or unwrap her or one of these. She was in between.
You know what? Different cultures too. You know, different countries, different cultures. What they find to be entertaining is just different.
And
you
of
know?
course, like the American announcers, this is symbolizing a lot right now. Soak this in. I was like, I am symbolized.
A lot.
I am soaking this in.
Yes.
This, I don't understand a word of it, but
It's definitely something's happening.
there are things on my screen, and it seems emotional. And then like it was like a medal, and then there's the mountain arising, and every Olympian here knows that it's not the physical battle that matters as much as it is the mental battle to make it to the top. Yeah, but why didn't we win more golds? That's why I started shouting at the TV, and so I had to turn it off because it was late. I was watching it at night, but I was like, wait a second, it's like
It happened
10
like
hours.
yeah,
forward.
it happened at 9 o'clock in the morning.
This is yesterday's news at this point. Sheesh.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Here's your WSIC Community Calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater presents Honk Jr., the joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about self-confidence and celebrating what makes you different. Catch performances February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m. and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. It's a perfect live theater outing for families. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
If your weekend plans include browsing, sipping, and maybe leaving with a stack of new reads, Fred and June's Books is celebrating the grand opening of its new Main Street location on February 28th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 162 North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The day includes mystery gift cards, free stickers, a golden ticket giveaway, mimosas, and more. There's something for book lovers of all ages. Details are available at fredandjunesbooks.com.
And while you're planning ahead for spring, reality is it's also time to think about summer. The second annual Summer Camp Expo takes place February 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. Meet local camp providers, explore sports, arts, science, and specialty programs, and compare day and overnight options all in one place. Admission is free, and it's the easiest way for families to plan the best summer ever. Find more information through the Town of Mooresville Parks and Recreation or at mooresvillenc.gov.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good Morning LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. You mentioned Debotech. Do want to give him a shout out for making those bobsleds.
They were at the Olympics too. I hope we can get them on the show soon. But yeah, shout out to Debotech.
Love it. Absolutely. One of the wonderful businesses around here, and one of the just wonderful people around here in general too. Let's see who else is around right now. RedICATS.com. Alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys, we have experienced mostly mild to light traffic, light to mild traffic here this morning, surprisingly. But it's starting to pick up here. We're on 150 right now. We didn't come across anything that would cause any major delays. Haven't heard anything from my fellow drivers that are out and about this morning. So really nothing to say, but things are looking pretty good out here.
Solid start to a Monday with that. We like that one, David. Patient pants definitely required. Yes, sir.
And I wanted to say a big shout out to the USA men and women's hockey team. I tell you, that just thrilled my heart to see them both bring home the gold, especially over Canada.
It was great to see.
You said men's and women's?
Both, yeah.
Or
Shout
did you
out
say
to both.
men's?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make okay, all right. The men's and the
We're
women's.
shouting out both.
We're getting both love.
Both. Equal opportunities.
Yes, loved it. Loved it.
Absolutely. It was a big win. It was nice. It was in overtime. It was cool to see. A lot of pride there for Americans, for the sport,
Yeah.
and just in general, for having fun and competition. It's a
It
good
was
time.
a good time. Saw the men's team singing some Toby Keith, too, after they won. That was fun to watch.
David, we so appreciate you, sir. Drive safe, and 8:15.
Take care. All right, God bless.
All right, see you, sir. RedICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. On Tuesday, if you want to, you can go to the VA in Salisbury, and it can get driven from your front door in Iredell County for only $1 to the VA in Salisbury. $1 to get back. On Thursday, do you want to go to Winston-Salem? You can do that too from your front door in Iredell County. Get driven for only $1, and then $1 to get back. Friday, interested in going to Hickory? You can do that too. You can get picked up from your front door in Iredell County, get driven for $1, and get driven back for only $1. One little secret, you've got to schedule it. RedICATS.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird. Bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this beautiful Monday morning, it is chilly.
Oh, it's cold.
I liked it a lot better when it was warm.
Oh, yeah.
We all did.
Today's,
Two of us did.
Mamie's still sad about it.
Yeah, some of us did.
Today's word of the day is laconic.
Laconic.
Laconic?
Laconic, yes.
Like
it's
iconic?
Similar, yes. It's an adjective, Laconic. Laconic.
Laconic.
Iconic in LA.
Great guess. No.
Okay.
It is
Great guess.
descriptive as an adjective.
Yes.
Do you want to be laconic?
Sometimes I feel like in your line of work, probably not, but in some aspects it could help.
Okay.
Yeah. I have some sentences here. Let's see. Would you like to hear them?
I'm going to need them.
The veteran fisherman's laconic response to bait questions was, "It depends."
Ooh, wise.
Wise is close, but it's not exactly there. Again, this is word of the day. You got your
Extremely wise.
No.
I'll have another sentence, please.
I will provide one.
Thank you.
Let's see. Lake life encourages a laconic style. More watching the water, less talking about it.
I feel like it has something to do with water. That's two water sentences.
It's two waters. It could just be because we live in Lake Norman.
That also could be.
Yeah.
just as-
Right.
Relaxed.
Relaxed is close. I do
Very
not.
relaxed.
Let's see.
Extremely relaxed.
Extremely relaxed.
Very close.
Really, really relaxed.
The definition that I have of laconic is using very few words, brief, concise, sometimes blunt.
Using very few words. I
Yes.
see now.
It depends.
It's a long word for using few words.
Yes.
Okay.
Laconic.
Using very few words. Laconic. We'll see if we could use it today with one of our friends coming in.
I don't think we want to, though.
No,
Well-
we're going to not. Yeah, it'd be a very boring segment if we were laconic.
Well, but if you called one of our friends and had them come in, let's say House Doctors, for example, who's going to be stopping by here shortly, and you call them, you may be laconic when they walk through the door and just need point
Right.
to the
That's me.
situation.
That's correct. That's
Right.
me too. Yes. So
Just
I
need
actually had
point.
I had house doctors at my house on Friday, but for a different reason. we're shooting some new streaming commercials,
That's
which we
right.
offer through all of the things that we offer with WSSE and Lake Norman Woman Magazine. And so it was just a really fun time to have them out there
At your
and-
house.
At my house. And so he was laconic and just being like, yeah, you need to fix this and this and this and this. Anyway, we're in the process. We're getting there.
Mark's going to stop by at 7:30.
He did change some light bulbs for me. It was very nice to have him there as like part of it. I was like, oh yeah, and these light bulbs are out, and this is wonky, and this doorknob's loose.
Well, look, there's only so long, and this is me talking about myself right now. There's only so long I can go of the list gets longer where I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Babe, I'm going to do it. I told you I'm going to do it.
Exactly. Hey, did you read the script? Because that's exactly what the commercial sounds like.
Nope, but it must have been pulled from real life scenario.
It was actually pulled from real life. Yes, based on a true story. But I do want to shout out some of the local actors that came and joined us as well from Davidson Community Players. Some that I know through Mooresville, some parents through Mooresville Children's Theater as well. My sister came out too and helped us out, and then Vaughn, from the Home Ad Show, he came and helped us out too. So,
South Africans in Lake Norman.
and shout out to
doing?
Skycam, who also helps us with the production of it. So really, really fun time. We have a really good time doing that, and so looking forward to sharing those with you guys very soon.
No doubt. We did get a chance to speak with David and ICATS. There are some road closures in Huntersville today going on out there. What's happening?
So this has to do with the filming of The Hunting Wives.
Oh, in Huntersville?
In Huntersville, yes. We thought they were only in Mooresville, but yes, they're moving down to Huntersville. So it says a movie studio, but spoiler, this is The Hunting Wives. They received approval from the North Carolina Department of Transportation to close portions of 2 local roads this week. So hard closure, McCoy Road in front of the farmhouse from 6 to 11 p.m. So that late night is bad, but that 6 p.m., that's going to interfere with some rush hour traffic for sure. And this is a pretty heavily traveled area. So it says that.
Oh, this is over by my parents.
Oh, yeah. McCoy.
Yeah, this is so if
My
you
boy
live
McCoy.
if you live there, you can get through, but no other through traffic is to be able to go. So that
Let's
be
go
aware.
see my mom.
You better show ID.
Yeah.
It's on mine.
Be careful with
Never
that
change
one.
my home address.
Because I used to take that way back from Charlotte a lot, so I know that
Little
cut
cut
through.
through.
Yeah, that little cut through.
Cut.
Second periodic closure will be occur in front of Clutch Studios at 11101 Hambright Road from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday, March 3rd. Intermittent stopping of traffic, so they will, one lane coming through. So just
Clutch is Joey's. That's where the incident went down. Oh my!
Oh, is that where that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be right in front of there. Traffic on Hambright and Mount Hunley, Huntersville roads for roughly 3 minutes at a time to allow filming. So they are
3
going to,
minutes?
yeah. So
Dang.
they're going to take a
Quick
break
scene.
during school dismissal, so it'll clear up then.
Guys, we've got to knock this out in 3 minutes.
Oh, it has to be. It's a school
We're gonna
dismissal scene.
No, they're going to take a break whenever school gets out, so that not
okay,
to
big
interrupt
break.
that traffic. They're going to take a 1 hour break.
Little
So
snack break.
yeah, so just be aware of that because I know that those are very heavily traveled.
Now, these aren't an
roads.
opportunity because you've given people the opportunity in the past to be extras in Hunting Wives. This
Yes.
isn't one of those.
This is not one of those. No, this is
It's a
just
bummer.
a drive by. I did when I was in downtown Mooresville last week though. I did drive by and they were doing some filming, so I just did like a little, roll the window down, drive by slowly, catch it a
John?
little bit.
John, are you there?
I think
Oh,
the
man.
ladies were at the game the other night.
They
the
were.
Hornets
They were
game.
at the Hornets game.
Oh.
Yes, some of the ladies. And then I saw John Stamos went to his very first Buc-ee's over the weekend too. So that means he's been somewhere in the
Getting
vicinity.
into it.
Yeah.
Building up that clout, going to Buc-ee's.
Going to
Some of us
Buc-ee's.
have never been. Rub it in the face.
I know. I don't know why he didn't call and invite me to go. He knows I've never been. We text about it all the time.
Bill brought up the Hornets. So Charlotte took on the Wizards. This was yesterday, right? I think they took on the Wizards yesterday. Took care of business. I mean, it's hard to say that they're not rolling pretty well right now. And LaMelo set a record, or tied a current record. So we ended up beating the Washington Wizards yesterday afternoon, 129 to 112. Still, my gosh, just continue to see these high scoring games.
Right. I think we lost our first 2 coming out of the break against the Rockets and Cleveland.
Yeah.
2 tough opponents, though, and we played them well.
And I believe it was during the Cleveland game, Brandon Miller did tie Kemba Walker for most free throws in a row made.
Or was it the Rockets game?
It may have been the Rockets game. Forgive me. One of the 2 games in the weekend. I know
Yes,
for B.
and then he
Mill was
beat him
the
by
big-
1.
He
Yeah.
did take, but then he missed his next one.
Like a gentleman.
So we're just 1 ahead on what the previous record was.
54 in a row.
Okay, 54.
Starting a
Solid.
new record.
And then LaMelo is now tied 10 three-pointers made in a single game. That is a franchise record as well.
Did you see the way he takes some of these 3-pointers?
Yeah, definitely. Like closes
Just
his
like
eyes,
one leg,
turns
like-
around his back.
What?
I mean,
Just kind of leans a little bit to the left.
Just kind of
Just
like
lets him
casually
float.
this
just
man
throws
has
it.
yes, that's what I would say. A very casual throw.
And consistently does like the walk off. You know, like he'll
Right.
throw it and then he just walks away like it's going in no matter what.
I
you
mean,
know?
no one has a brighter green light
That's great. That's
than,
awesome.
than LaMelo Ball.
They tell him
Okay.
do what you want. Is that what it is? Is that what they
mean,
tell him?
I mean, you're gonna. So I guess we'll just learn to play with it.
I saw some rumors that playoffs were very possible for them. Is that play-ins? I know there's two different ways of doing things.
You can just say the playoffs.
You can say playoffs?
Yeah,
you play
we'd like-
into the playoffs.
Correct. I would like to just say the playoffs.
I do want to shout out Alley Oop too because they got some really cool vintage Hornets gear downtown
Oh,
Mooresville. They have the Hornets starter jacket that when I was in middle school, everybody had, and I was like, man, I could finally be the coolest kid in middle school if I could get that jacket.
So LaMelo with 37 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. Did it with that 37 number at the front. But obviously the assists and the rebounds tells you how the rest of the game usually goes. And so good for the Hornets. Keep winning. Keep it going. That's what we want to see. Great opportunity there. We say young, like in the sense of the players on the team are currently young.
Yes.
The franchise itself is not young by any stretch of the imagination. Hornets are older than the Panthers?
Hornets are older than the Panthers. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
But Hornets went away for a while.
Yeah.
They left. And they flew back to the chicken coop. I mean, to the hive.
They always come back.
Always.
Do they? Yeah.
Mostly.
Laconic.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Spotless cleaning. How can we make your day spotless? Yes, we make not just toilets spotless, but also counters, cabinets, and kitchens. We make your whole house, your whole day spotless. My grandparents taught me the details, not the things, make your home and your life luxurious. Yes, they raised me in Brazil. And that's why we will never charge you extra for base sports. Let me help you be a diva a few hours a week. Spotless Cleaning and C.com.
Babe, dinner's ready.
Ladies.
Babe, dinner's ready.
Ever feel like your husband just isn't listening?
Dinner's ready.
Maybe he just can't hear.
Babe.
It's time to turn up the volume on life. Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius can help with a free hearing test and expert solutions tailored for you. Call 877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Don't wait. Call 877-432-7123 and bring back the sound of love.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Every day you listen to the news. But how is that news affecting your financial world? Things like your retirement and your college fund? You need someone who can help you work towards your goals, someone to help you move forward in these times of change. Call Eileen Stoner at Morgan Stanley. Eileen has 28 years of experience as a financial advisor, and she's right here in Cornelius, North Carolina. To make an appointment with Eileen Stoner, call 704-896-9138. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Even though there are travel bans on the East Coast due to the severe winter storm, Wall Street is ready for action. Nothing is stopping trading. However, stock futures are heading for a lower open. The Supreme Court nixing President Trump's reciprocal tariffs, and that's causing lots of confusion over the number of trade deals that have been negotiated in the past few months. That uncertainty is weighing on the markets this morning. Key events for Wall Street this week include President Trump's State of the Union address tomorrow and artificial intelligence chipmaker NVIDIA's earnings results, which will be coming up on Wednesday. And industrial giant Honeywell has struck a new deal. The company will acquire Catalyst Technologies from British chemical firm Johnson Matthey for $1.8 billion. Catalyst produces enzymes for industrial processes. Honeywell slashed the price it originally agreed to pay for the unit back in May. Honeywell was thinking about walking away from the deal. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, okay. 7:34. Honey, it was warm this weekend, and then it got cold again, and I noticed the back door is sticking a little bit. Can you fix it? Yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to it
Right.
eventually.
Right.
Honey,
See,
the
Mark,
back
I'm
door's
telling you.
still sticking. I'll get to it. Well, just, you know what? Let's just put it aside. Let's just be honest with each other. I'm not going to get to it, but I'm going to call somebody who knows how to get it, and that's House
That's right.
Doctors of Mooresville. Mark joins us this morning. How are you, sir?
Great, thank you.
All right, so what's the scuttlebutt on the street? What's going on? Because now, it was warm. Now it got cold again.
We all got spring fever,
Everyone
and now
was
we
ready.
got our sweaters and scarves back on.
What are we going to be dealing with this back and forth? I know my house is going to be affected likely in some way, shape, or form.
Well, today back doors are sticking. So, it's cold out there this morning. So we got those. We got people trying to move outdoors now with the little tease that we had with spring weather. And so we got pressure washing, deck repair, deck staining. I want to get those decks ready, and wood rot, porch railings, windows, trying to get their outside ready.
Now, pressure washing, that's one where, okay, when you first buy the house, it looks immaculate to you. It's like, oh my gosh, our house, this is beautiful. I don't care that it was built in 1935. It's absolutely stunning. And then the next year, like when spring hits, right, you start kind of looking out of the van, you're like, this thing's kind of dirty a little bit here. Pressure washing, that's a something that takes, it's not magic. Let me say it that way.
That's correct.
And you need the right equipment for it, too.
You definitely
can't
need
just
the
use your
right
garden hose
That's
to clean
exactly
off the
right.
house.
Yeah.
But does it make a difference for people? Like if someone really gets their, driveway, sidewalk, siding, all that stuff pressure washed, does it make a difference for the house?
Makes a difference. Makes a huge difference. Curb appeal, just cleanliness. Some sides of the house gets not as much sun, so you get some mildew, mold on that vinyl siding. We can take care of all that.
Yeah, because it's like mold. Like if you know what I mean? That's what you're getting off. It's
You
like,
might get the nasty letter from your HOA if you don't have it
Right.
cleaned up, too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you need to keep up with that.
We can keep you off the HOA list.
I imagine, too, right now, people are probably considering, because I like doing it myself, opening the windows to let some of that cool air in, rather than it be like, okay, it's not too cold like this weekend. You could open the windows up and have that nice 70-degree cold air. But the windows probably stick right now, too. Do you guys do windows?
We do. They're either sticking or they won't stay up when you raise them. So we can repair those windows, take care of those as well.
You can fix the ones that don't stay up.
Yeah, we can do that as well.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal. Yeah, that's a great
They
thing to
fall over sometimes. It's tough.
So the outdoor work that you do, you said porch railings, anything else that you guys do outside to kind of help spruce up the house?
Yeah, so we've had a few calls just in the last week. They want some of their exterior lights replaced around the garage, front porch light, back door light. So we can take care of those.
I find it so funny. Like we're like hibernating, and then we get outside, and all of a
You're
sudden
like,
you just remember
Well,
all these things,
all the things that I want to do
need.
so I can enjoy the outdoors too. Yeah. Ceiling fans. Those are, if you've ever tried to install one of those with your spouse, you know that's an argument waiting to happen. Do you guys do that?
We can take care of that as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, assemble and install.
Do you have like a strong, like, is it your left hand that you can just hold it up there? Like, because that's what I've not figured out. How do you hold it up, without it?
Well,
or do you not have to hold it up? Maybe that's
Is
the
it a
problem.
two-man job?
Sometimes it's a two-man job. It's just according, the size of the fan. Was at Mamie's house Friday, changing some light bulbs. So you got to figure out which hand's the best, how you're going to brace yourself. So
Quick move in between the video shoot, huh?
Yeah, I was like, these are out. This is broken. I mean, while you're here, might as well make it a real life situation, right, Mark?
Yeah.
You were at the right house for sure.
People really do love their outdoor space, right?
Yes.
That's a big deal for folks in the back deck, the back porch. But when you've got little kids or you've got pets or even yourself, those little nails start sticking up or those boards start bending a little bit. That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, you want to make sure all that stuff's taken care of. The nails, screws that have popped up over the winter with the expansion and with the ice and the cold. Wood splintering, it's not good for the feet, so we'll take care of that. Stain that deck, make sure it's looking great for the spring.
Now, replacing the wood on deck though is different than building a new one. Like building a new one, you gotta go through like a permit thing and all this other kinds of stuff. Do you have to do all that when you're just literally replacing some boards or anything like
you're
that?
replacing the boards, we can take care of that. We're actually next week replacing about 6 deck boards up in the Troutman area. We did an inspection of that house. We got some interior work, exterior work, but there's 3 or 4 rotted boards that we're going to take care of, quick and easy.
And then I imagine siding too, right? Because there's all some people have wood siding, or whether you have vinyl siding, or even if you have masonry siding. It doesn't. I mean, over time, stuff is going to happen, and it seems to happen right when the weather changes every year.
The weather will do wonders on each siding, wood, vinyl, whatever, and the wind also. So we expect probably that wind we had yesterday, today, this morning, we'll have some calls to replace some vinyl siding that's blown off the house.
Yeah. Now, you guys have an event coming up that you're going to be a part of. Tell us about that.
Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be at the Hickory Home and Garden Show. Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4.
I love hearing about the home and garden.
Oh,
show.
I love that.
That
That gives me spring fever though.
Yeah.
Those home and garden shows. So
Yeah.
you guys are going to be a vendor there, right? You'll
Yep,
have a
we'll be
table and
there.
booth set
Have
up.
a booth set up. Yep, I'll be there in person.
All right. You can meet Mark in the flesh.
Yeah, we'll do autographs.
we were-
You want my autograph? I'll give you autograph.
I wasn't inspecting Mamie's house while we were there for the video shoot on Friday. I know you were looking around and checking things out. But I think of paint, because I know that Mamie's just painted recently.
Yes.
That was one that almost ended my marriage in particular. Painting seems to happen year-round, though. Doesn't matter spring, doesn't matter summer, winter, fall. People always want to paint a room. Even when it gets warm outside, you go outside, let's paint the room. I don't understand the connection, but people do it. You guys paint?
Oh, we paint. We take care of painting. We've done several specialty painting that we take pride in is getting nurseries ready for new births.
Oh, that's a great yes,
we do that.
because I was 9 months pregnant painting my own nursery, so I should have called you.
We can take care of that. Yeah.
I tried to go, let me share my story. I tried to go the route thinking I could get one of those spray guns painters things, thinking, I'm going to knock this out, babe. Your boy's about to start a new business. And sure enough, the opposite happened. It kind of just went everywhere.
Yeah.
And didn't, do you guys know how to paint? I just want to that's like a general question.
We know how to paint.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got
That
some
seems a little
expert
troubling.
painters on staff. We can spray, brush, roll. We can do it all.
Yeah, because the walls just had like a bunch of dots on them, and then like it was all over me. It was all over the floor.
It's better to call the house doctors.
That's right.
Much better.
And I say that because there's been a couple of times, and Mark, unfortunately, we didn't know each other yet, where I kind of maybe got over my head a little bit on a project, and I, needed some help. You guys ever have to step into like some of those sticky situations like that?
We will get the call saying, "Hey, husband is in over his head. I need help."
It's always the wife that calls, right?
Yes, it's always the wife.
Next time it's gonna be the wife that's in over her head, and the husband's calling her
Never.
reinforcements.
Never. I've never tried to paint a whole room and still just have one wall painted. Never.
We'll walk in. It's like I told you so. So
There's some of those things too that like are just gonna happen throughout the year that for some people they don't have somebody else. They're at home. They don't have the physical ability, or maybe they don't have the equipment to do certain things. I mean, I think of something even as something super safe that needs to be really taken care of, and I was in trouble when people that don't take care of it. But something as simple as batteries in a smoke detector. Some people just don't put the batteries back in and just leave them off.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing to think about.
That's exactly right. We take care of batteries, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and grab bars. Any installation like that, we'll take care of that. For the elderly community, we get calls. 84-year-old wife doesn't want her 84-year-old husband on a stepladder. Totally understandable.
Yes.
We'll take care of it. We'll prioritize those jobs.
Tree limbs or anything like that? Do y'all do any kind of like outdoor?
We don't do any
nothing like
landscape
that?
or anything like
landscape
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just segmenting because obviously that's probably going to be a thing too.
He's just making his list right
He's
now.
making his
Yes.
list right now.
Dimmy
That's
gave him the
exactly
list
right.
this morning, and he's just going down and seeing what all
But
you
that's
guys
the
are
nice
doing
part about
help
house.
out.
You guys really can walk through and help people make like the list.
We'll make
to
the
know.
list and help them prioritize that of what they need done now. And we'll do even an aging in place assessment. And I did one last week for some clients. and we'll make an assessment. But if we don't see anything that's urgently needed, we're not going to put that on the list. So we'll
so you're not just trying to upsell it, to be like, oh, you should buy this just because I want you to buy it.
We'll help the customer prioritize that list.
That seems important for sure.
Yeah.
The kind of ramps and things like that, because you mentioned aging in place. Unfortunately, at some point, right, legs give out, or maybe you need a walker, or you need just some kind of way to stay mobile, and you want to stay mobile.
Correct.
But you need help setting that up. You guys do all that kind of stuff too.
We take care of everything.
That seems like it could be an extensive project too for some.
It could be considering on what they need. It can take some time, but we will prioritize those jobs and get them taken care of.
And you can expand doorways too, I believe.
We can expand doorways.
Oh, that's important too.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yep.
But yeah, you guys can do it.
Yep, to make it ADA compliant for a wheelchair, we can take care of that as well.
I think I just want a grab bar in general for fun right now, even too.
We can do fun grab bars.
Yeah. You know what I mean? For fun. That's not a bad way.
I'm going to need it eventually. Might as well start now.
You could reach out to House Doctors of Mooresville and talk with Mark. Now you've got a team out here too. It's not just you doing everything. How's the team these days? How are everybody doing? Are they waving with all 5 fingers to the customers, or what's going on?
They've got all their fingers. They're waving and ready to get to work. So we can handle those calls. They're staying busy.
All right. You can meet Mark and the team of House Doctors of Mooresville this weekend. So you guys are going to be in Hickory. You're going to be at the Lawn and Garden Show.
Yep.
Home and Garden Show.
Home and Garden Show.
Home and Garden Show in Hickory this weekend. What could people expect from you there? Just to say hey and hang out?
So they can say hey, hang out, introduce ourselves, get to know us, and we can even book jobs right there on site.
You want to know the person coming into your house and that they're competent, that they can do and you want to just make sure they're not crazy. Mark, you seem pretty normal of a guy, so we appreciate that about you.
Yeah, they can come check us out and introduce yourself. So, yeah.
All right, check out Mark and the team at House Doctors of Mooresville. If you need the grab bars, if you're needing maybe some pressure washing outside, you got those boards that are starting to go all over the place on the deck, and you're tired of stubbing your toe or getting tetanus in your foot. You don't have to. You don't have to live your life that way. Also, the windows. You want to open them up. Let that beautiful air inside. Mark and the team at House Doctors can take care of you. Thanks, Mark, for hanging out.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Is your to-do list overwhelming? DIY gone awry? From leaky faucets, squeaky doors, and rooms in need of a makeover, House Doctors of Mooresville handles it all. Free estimates, quality materials, and a one-year guarantee. We fix it, you relax. Visit housedoctors.com/Mooresville.
Here's your WSIC community calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater presents Honk Jr., the joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about self-confidence and celebrating what makes you different. Catch performances February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m. and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. It's a perfect live theater outing for families. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
If your weekend plans include browsing, sipping, and maybe leaving with a stack of new reads, Fred and June's Books is celebrating the grand opening of its new Main Street location on February 28th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 162 North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The day includes mystery gift cards, free stickers, a golden ticket giveaway, mimosas, and more. There's something for book lovers of all ages. Details are available at fredandjunesbooks.com.
And while you're planning ahead for spring, reality is it's also time to think about summer. The second annual Summer Camp Expo takes place February 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. Meet local camp providers, explore sports, arts, science, and specialty programs, and compare day and overnight options all in one place. Admission is free, and it's the easiest way for families to plan the best summer ever. Find more information through the Town of Mooresville Parks and Recreation or at mooresvillenc.gov.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local starts here.
Good morning, okay, and 7:48. Happy Monday to you. Thanks again to Mark and House Doctors of Mooresville for stopping by. Look, the list grows. You know,
it keeps growing.
You
It
think
keeps
of one
growing.
thing, then you remember the other, and then before you know it,
Well, it's not
the
just
list
that,
is
but like
longer
he
than it
noticed things that needed to be fixed, and I was like, oh yeah, that too.
It is one of those where
Well, I got your ear, Mark.
it is one of the scenarios though, like if you let it build up too much, that's when usually problems come from, like, maintaining things, right? It's the other phrase that you may hear these days a lot, kicking the can down the road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm real good at that.
Certainly something.
like
I don't need Mark's help with that.
No, I'm good at that's one of my best talents.
If you were watching the race yesterday, you might think some cans were getting kicked down the road. An interesting one there out of Atlanta. Tyler Reddick wins second race in a row. I think one of only like 5 drivers, Jeff Gordon's on that list, to win the first 2 races. Here's the celebrations after the win. Jordan was there, obviously celebrating, and
I kind of want to see Michael Jordan in like one of the race suits.
Race suits? I don't think they make them that big though.
I know. That's why I wanted custom Jordan.
You gotta be like 5'6" or under to wear one of those race suits.
They're definitely leaning into Mike being a presence in the sport. There's no
Yes.
doubt about that. During the broadcast, obviously involved in this, and he wants to be there. I mean, I think this man.
I don't remember seeing him
Yes.
in a lot of videos last year, and maybe it's because they didn't win. They weren't winning the races, but I don't remember seeing him.
Different leadership in NASCAR. That they were going through some things.
They're having some issues.
They were working through some
working
stuff,
through.
I think.
some
We've worked
stuff.
through them now, though.
But yeah, I've seen him a lot, and I did not watch the race yesterday because I was in Charlotte yesterday. But
I listened to it. Sounded great.
I listened to, but I did listen to Charlotte FC on the radio, and that sounded fantastic. That was great. Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun.
Charlotte FC unfortunately did.
They did tie.
St. Louis.
Yeah, but I will say that you don't have to be fluent in Spanish to enjoy the game in Spanish.
No.
It's very entertaining.
You can just turn it on and just
Very
let
entertaining.
it be.
Yeah.
But we do have some friends that are from Spain, and Timmy's been learning some Spanish.
Oh, yeah?
So she started just saying random words from the broadcast, and I was like, that doesn't help me, but it's like, just let me know the score. That's what I want to know. 1-1 in full time.
Yeah.
And so it's a tie. Now in soccer, though, when you get a point in your standings in the playoffs. You get more points if you beat the other team.
3 for a win, 1 for a tie, 0 for a loss.
And so
So
it's
that
a good
helps your
scenario.
standing as far as going to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Not losing helps.
Correct.
Okay.
And then scoring gets you extra points, winning gets you even more points. And so there's kind of this combination of things to watch throughout the season. Because it's not necessarily just wins and losses by the time you get to the end. It is number of goals scored that come into play with your playoff points as well, which is
correct. Tiebreakers and what have you.
Yeah, exactly. So excited for Charlotte FC in a new season. We
Crept up on us, yeah.
Yeah, real
It
quick.
did.
February,
it did.
huh?
Yeah, it snuck up on us. They have another game this weekend. Is their first home game this weekend?
It's a
I think.
great question, maybe.
Yeah, I'll find out. I'll find out and let you know. I will be updating the schedule too on WSSC News. There is a Charlotte FC spoiler. It is last season schedule that's still up there. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. But yeah, it'll be updated. You can catch it.
You have to know where you came from to know where you're going.
Yes.
I was like, yeah, that should be done. I'll get to it though. It'll happen. Promise.
several other interesting announcements. So we did mention the Hornets earlier. Congrats to them on the win. NBA did make an announcement. I believe this was over the weekend, or at least there was a conversation of it. And so the NBA has stated that the Los Angeles Lakers will play the New York Knicks in Tel Aviv, Israel, next season. Mark's ever the first ever. I think this guy's real.
I think this guy is real.
But I think the account might be fake. Yeah. So they got me. So I thought this one was real.
Oh, this isn't real.
This isn't going to happen.
All right, live gotcha. This is what it looks like. Egg on face. Could be worse.
I should have just scrolled down and saw the
I know. I
community
was
note.
trying. I'm trying to wave
up.
you.
I know. I saw.
I'm sorry.
But I got one that is real.
Okay.
Israel.
But not.
Israel, but Israel.
Not the same. You may soon need to. You may need a new octopus to be able to connect, or at least a new connect for octopus if you're into it. Do you eat sushi?
No.
Do you eat? Okay.
No.
Do you eat sushi?
I've had octopus before, but I don't.
You've had octopus. Well, that's sushi, right?
Oh, it was cooked. It was grilled octopus.
Okay. Chile is
Isn't
advancing
sushi raw?
toward.
It is.
Sushi's
I thought it was
generally
just like
raw.
fish.
Yeah, it is.
Like, just
Everyone's
like-
right here.
Yeah.
We're all right. Everybody's correct. Okay, let's move on.
I
What
mean,
is
can
it
an
now?
octopus not be raw? Is that? Is it like? I mean, I get it's cooked, but it's like it's still a fish.
Okay. Well, is like my fried flounder, is that sushi?
I'd say yeah. If you're asking me,
Going to the fish camp, is that sushi? Because I've been eating sushi since I was a baby. In that
I
case.
pull that bag of fish sticks out of the freezer.
That's sushi?
I've been eating it.
Okay. Well, if that's the rule, then I've been
It's
eating sushi.
definitely got measurable amounts of mercury in it, and I'm.
When I
That's
go to
the
Long John
definition.
Silver's, that's sushi.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, cool. All right, then yeah, I eat
Captain's
sushi.
Galley.
Then yeah, definitely eat sushi.
Chile is advancing toward a nationwide ban on octopus farming,
Okay.
unfortunately, positioning itself as the pioneer. October 2025, Chilean lower house representatives Marlisa Santibanez introduced Bill 17913-12, a groundbreaking legislative proposal supported by 7 fellow parliamentarians. If enacted, the bill would prohibit intensive octopus aquaculture, throughout the country, making Chile the first nation in Latin America to implement such a comprehensive restriction. Is octopus high up on the platter?
I don't
Should we
like
be concerned
octopus.
about this? Is this going to disrupt commerce?
Do you like octopus? I don't know why people like it. I
I'm
think
more of
they
an
like
eel
it.
guy.
I think that people like it because they think it's different and fancy and it's expensive. I don't really think it tastes that good. I don't think so. It tastes like eating rubber. It's just
It's definitely chewy.
very chewy.
Yeah.
I didn't find a lot of flavor in it. I didn't understand it, but I am very much redneck at heart, and so that's probably what that is.
I told you I watched that documentary on Netflix that one time that was basically like, if you want to save the ocean, stop eating
fish?
sushi.
Oh,
Yeah.
just sushi.
Well, fish probably too in general.
Oh.
I guess fish is
Well, we just decided that,
It's
Long
the
John
same.
Silver's is sushi.
same.
Yeah. Trust the Gordon's fisherman. Sushi.
Also,
Fish
I
sticks.
don't know which business it was. Saw one business was closed in Statesville. New business coming. Shout out to Statesville. He was about to get a Five Below.
You
I saw
excited about that one?
Dude, that is a great store. Five Below is a phenomenal store.
We got one at Northlake.
Yeah, but I don't feel like getting shot.
Oh, okay.
So I'll drive to Statesville. And then I don't know. I think it was the Long John Silver's, or I don't think it was the Red Lobster that closed. I think it
Red
was-
Lobster's still going in
It was
Statesville.
one of the sushi spots that closed.
One of the sushi spots. Okay.
that closed in Statesville.
Okay.
Unfortunately. So
All right.
that's a tough one. Floyd Mayweather says he's coming out of retirement too, post Tyson fight. He says he's getting back into
Oh.
the circuit, that he's ready to get back into it. 48 years old. Didn't
Oh.
know he was that old too, by the way.
That's not old. 48's not old.
He says no, it's not. He will be coming out of retirement after his
48's
exit.
very young.
It is very.
It's very young.
So much left.
You got so much life
Is this
left.
more egg in face?
I'm not 48, by the way. Not yet. Not
Floyd
yet.
was. I knew that. Floyd was 50-0 before retiring in 2017. 50-0.
Okay, he's
Why come back?
48. Mike Tyson's 59. Does that make you feel differently about the fight that's going to happen?
No.
You
an
still think
exhibition.
Tyson's going to win?
I didn't say that.
Who do you think's going to win that one? Is there a winner in an exhibition fight, or are you just fighting just to watch people fight?
Yeah, there won't be an announcement.
They're just like standing around, just being like, fight.
I mean, they
fight,
might have an
fight.
announcement. I mean, if somebody gets knocked out, then I think you could say there's a winner.
Okay.
But I don't think necessarily. I don't know. Do they go to cards at exhibitions? They probably do, for fun. I mean, there's definitely gonna be betting on it. So you imagine.
Yeah, there'll
there's
be
gotta
somebody scoring it. Yeah. It'll feel real. I just don't think it's recognized by like one of the boxing,
It doesn't go towards being heavyweight
associations.
champion of the world or anything.
Correct.
It's just a
Are
fight.
they trying to reenact the like Ali concept? Is this like a passion for Africa, you think, kind of thing, or is it like
yeah,
no,
they
we
had
wanna...
that. Well, that was the Thriller in Manila, but there was a fight in the Congo too, though, back in the 80s or 70s, I think.
Yes. This is
Rumble in the Congo or something.
you can say Rumble in the Jungle.
That was it. That was it.
These boxers are not in their prime.
No,
like
well,
Ali.
yeah.
So they're
No,
trying
48,
to break...
you're in your prime. I'm
The-
not, I'm
48 is
not taking
definitely
away.
prime.
I'm
in your
not
prime.
taking away
Yes,
from
yes,
that.
you are in your prime. No, it's different than Ali days.
Okay, so not for the same.
I think they're just doing it for
reasons.
the clicks, right? They're just doing it.
So they're
to,
getting
like,
paid. They're
just
trying to
getting
get
people to
paid.
watch. Yeah, just to get.
That's why we do anything.
Yeah, right.
Exhibition there. How about Dr. Pepper? People spending money on it?
What?
It's number 2.
Number 2.
It's surpassed Pepsi. Dr. Pepper has as
Really?
the number 2 soft drink.
Coke is still number 1.
Coke is still number 1. Coke is still number 1, but Dr. Pepper has surpassed Pepsi as the second biggest soda brand in the U.S.
I like Dr. Pepper.
I do too.
Pepsi held this spot since 1985.
Well, I'm just still mad at Pepsi for starting in North Carolina and then thinking they were too good for us and moving to New York.
Oh yeah, no, they got what they asked for.
Yeah, that's their own fault.
It's cold.
Dr. Pepper was born in Texas and stayed in Texas. Is when I'm trying to leave. It's hometown.
Dr. Pepper's from Texas?
Yeah, started in Texas.
Dang. But that's like kind of cherry-ish too, right? Is Dr. Pepper cherry?
Dr. Pepper is more like root beer. It's more of like a I don't know. It's a secret recipe, so we'll never know what's in it.
All right. Going to share with you about a potential new waterfront restaurant and upscale lounge.
People had some opinions on this one too over on Facebook.
This one's in Mooresville, so
Yeah.
we'll share this one with you coming up. Obviously, a couple things happening around the world this week, and if you didn't see, Mexico popped off. We assisted the Mexican government in killing the top cartel leader, or
really?
Former cartel leader. I don't know how much he was active or not anymore, but it was definitely the guy. And so pretty scary stuff going on throughout certain parts. We'll kind of debrief on some of it. If you may have seen some of this, you may not have even been aware of what's been going on. If you got friends out there in Mexico, check on them, because I think that the U.S. had issued a shelter in place for the past day and a half. Literally don't leave wherever you are at. And so if you know anybody there, quite a widespread too, kind of a little bit, several popular spots throughout Mexico.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC. Local starts here.
For 1 to 2 feet of a heavy, wet snow to fall, and that is going to be coupled with some strong winds. Across the state, we're expecting anywhere from 50 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts. And when you put those things together, it is just going to exacerbate our issues with power outages, which just continue to grow this morning.
Fox Weather's Melanie Black. Massachusetts has the most power outages so far, well over 100,000. There are about 500,000 homes and businesses without electricity. Virginia and Maryland on up. And while people are staying off the roads, the travel issues spread far beyond. Flights to and from the Northeast grounded.
Here in the nation's capital, the problem is no different. Hundreds of flights already just today. New York and Boston are much worse. New York airports just this morning experiencing thousands of cancellations. Boston looking just as bad.
Fox Business Network's Connor Hansen at Washington's Reagan National. The Secret Service is investigating the breach at the Trump Mar-a-Lago, Florida estate, where the North Carolina man showed up with a gas can and a shotgun, which the Palm Beach sheriff says Austin Martin raised toward a deputy and agents, and then he was shot and killed.
Martin was reported missing by his family yesterday at 1:38 in the morning. The timing of this report from his relative is notable because, according to authorities, Martin entered Mar-a-Lago at 1:30 a.m. What communication his family had with him or knowledge about about his plans is still unclear. His cousin told the Associated Press that Martin's behavior was shocking, that he came from a family of avid Trump supporters and was even afraid of guns.
Fox's Dana Marie McNichol in West Palm Beach. President Trump was not there at the time. America's listening to Fox News.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Ben Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G coverage. What? Franklin wasn't even a president. Hang on to those Benjamins. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and save 50% off your first month. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, to switch to an American wireless company that's truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
A rant from President Trump this morning on Truth Social. After raising his new global tariffs to 15% over the weekend following Friday's Supreme Court ruling, striking down most of his earlier tariffs, the president wrote, "They accidentally and unwittingly gave him far more powers and strength than he had prior, that he can use licenses to do absolutely terrible things to foreign countries that have been ripping us off for decades." Democratic Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro tells ABC's This Week.
We've seen now that the president was acting outside his legal authority. By the way, not a new thing for him as someone who's had to take him to court 19 times as governor. The thing about the tariffs is he's doing it in a way that is hurting the American people, hurting our farmers, hurting consumers, hurting our small businesses.
On Wall Street, stock futures are falling more than 200 points for the Dow ahead of the opening bell this morning. The Winter Olympics are over, with the U.S. finishing second in the medal count, 33, behind the leader Norway. The last one was gold on ice. Team USA beat Canada 2-1 in overtime in the men's hockey final. And while Jack Hughes scored the game-winning goal, goalie Connor Hellebuyck made 41 saves in the win.
Connor was part of the foundation of this group from the get-go.
That is U.S. coach Mike Sullivan. It was even more emotional as the players celebrated, skating around the ice in Italy with American flags draped over them. Some held up Johnny Gaudreau's jersey, honoring an American player who was killed by a drunk driver while riding a bike with his brother in 2024. And then for the gold medal team photo, they went up and got Gaudreau's young children from the crowd to join them. Johnny Gaudreau's sister Katie tells Fox.
It truly meant the world to us. Because honestly, this is what John wanted for his children. He wanted them to experience these experiences, these once-in-a-lifetime opportunities that he worked so hard for.
This was the first U.S. men's hockey gold medal since 1980. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Struggling with focus, memory, or mental clarity? Royer Neuroscience offers personalized, remote brain training designed to improve your cognitive health. Anywhere, anytime, you can boost focus, enhance mental performance, and thrive emotionally and physically. Visit RoyerNeuroscience.com and reclaim your brain today.
We speak fluent Fix-It. House Doctors of Mooresville handles repairs, renovations, property maintenance, and more. Ceiling fans, shelves, full room makeovers. We have the experience, tools, and insured background check team to transform your space. 1-year guarantee ensures it's done right the first time. Visit housedoctors.com/Mooresville.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Friday, I believe it was, the Supreme Court issued a ruling that the particular mechanism that President Trump was using for tariffs was not okay. They ruled that the way he was doing it. I guess the White House was ready for it. He had very, very quickly after announced a new set of tariffs, just sweeping like worldwide tariffs at 10%. And then I think he raised them to 15% over the weekend. Sounds like they have a few more triggers still to be able to pull. The White House at least anticipating more lawsuits and attempts to stop the executive branch from collecting that cash from people that they're claiming it's national security. It is driving a very interesting conversation about the separation of powers. To me, it's really the Supreme Court's ruling was really a slap in the face to Congress, and who's going to try to avoid the conversation completely, because they're not doing anything. I mean, they're not making a decision. They're the ones who're supposed to write the laws. They're the ones who're supposed to come up with these mechanisms for collecting money. But instead, they're just bickering, and so nothing really gets done, unfortunately. So that's kind of what I think was really going on with the Supreme Court stuff.
Yeah.
It's not so much the president, side of it, though. Granted, they did make it very clear of limiting his power based on that one particular section he was using. But at the same time, it's certainly a slap to Congress. There's no doubt about that for needing to get something done. That was just Friday. Then over the weekend, there's a cartel, the kingpin, if you would, El Mencho is what he goes by.
Okay.
Here's the post from Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, about what went down. The United States provided intelligence support to the Mexican government in order to assist with an operation in Talpalpa, Jalisco, Mexico, in which Nemesio El Mencho Uzaguerra Cervantes, an infamous drug lord and leader with the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, was eliminated. El Mencho was a top target for the Mexican and United States government as one of the top traffickers of fentanyl into our homeland. Last year, President Trump rightfully designated the Jalisco New Generation Cartel as a foreign terrorist organization, because that's exactly what it is. In this operation, 3 additional cartel members were killed, 3 wounded, and 2 were arrested. President Trump has been very clear the United States will ensure narco-terrorists sending deadly drugs to our homeland are forced to face the wrath of justice they have long deserved. The Trump administration also commends and thanks the Mexican military for their cooperation and successful execution of this operation. And so across Mexico and a lot of places then over the weekend, the cartel reacted. And I believe it was the Guadalajara airport was one of the spots that they just kind of went into as gunmen. They definitely lit a bunch of cars on fire across all the streets. I believe they started snatching some people in some other spots, making a lot of threats at the resorts and in some of the major places. Cancun was on the list. There's a lot of major places of serious travel on the list. And the hope is that it doesn't last long at all. Now, when you're talking about being in somebody else's country, there's only so much you can do. Again, the United States issued a shelter-in-place notice to all U.S. citizens throughout Mexico. Basically, don't leave, don't try to leave, and a serious scenario, it seems like. There's some online channels, right, like anonymous kind of sites, right, where people post. Maybe you've heard of 4chan before and things like that. But some people believe that the cartels will start doing some things right there near the border now as well that are going to try to retaliate in certain ways. We certainly hope our technology and, we're probably constantly monitoring. Hence why clearly President Trump wanted to clean up the border first before
going in and trying to
kill somebody in another
That makes
country.
sense now.
Yeah. Movement in Iran as well over the weekend. Supposedly, I think it's about 40% of the U.S. Navy is stationed in a position to attack Iran. They say that this is the same level, if not more, I think like World War II level.
Oh.
As far as like percentage of ships deployed. Never have we deployed this much and not executed on a mission. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
So this isn't, unless it's, it could be the anomaly of a time where we don't. But, and I say that, and I think Israel actually killed a lot of the leaders over the weekend too. So just heads up on that.
There's a lot going on in the world.
There's always stuff going on in the world.
There's a lot going on in the world, but there's a lot going on in our local area too. So I do want to talk to you about this new waterfront and upscale lounge coming to former Queen's Landing location. This got
what a gem of a spot.
Yeah, great spot. Posted this yesterday. Lots of opinions on this one. So
do you know Queen's Landing? Can you describe it in relation to here at all?
Queensland, it's going to be very close to you, Bill.
Highway 150.
Yep.
There is it's past the bridge.
Okay.
Yes, past the bridge before you get to like Apps on Taps and Toucans.
Okay.
You're closer to Terrell, I believe.
Yes. Yep.
Terrell?
Terrell.
Terrell?
Yeah. Before
yeah.
the bridge, though. That
Cheryl's Ford area.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
on the
I
way
got
to
you.
Cheryl's Ford.
I went to Lineburgers over the weekend in Cheryl's Ford.
Oh, so good, right?
My goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you
Get
know
me
where
started, my
Big
people.
Daddy's is. Big Daddy's is.
I absolutely know where Big Daddy's
And you
is.
should just keep going towards Cheryl's Ford, Queensland.
Right over near our home of the week.
Now, Queensland
Yes.
is a classic place for Lake Norman. I remember as a kid riding the bumper boats, playing the putt-putt, eating the chili dog and the hamburger. And then they had the big old boat there that they parked there for a while. Was it the Queen? Something.
It's something.
One of the
Catawba,
big boats.
Yeah, the Queen or something.
Catawba Queen,
Catawba Queen. And you could take it out and do a dinner cruise. Lots of very fancy date nights happened on that boat.
And there's not a lot of commercial spots on the water.
Right.
Right? Something that continuously gets talked about, that why don't we have more commercial options on the water? So what are they saying here as far as the potential?
So it's Vital Lakeside is the company. I don't know if that's going to be the name of the restaurant either, but it's a 9,000 square foot waterfront family-friendly restaurant is what they're going to create, targeting a May opening, so very soon.
Oh, wow.
Thinking about here for summer 2026. It also includes Bonnie and Clyde, a high-end cocktail lounge with panoramic lake views on the second floor. So bottom floor is going to be this family-friendly restaurant. Top floor is going to be this cocktail lounge.
And so they're going to utilize the existing building that's there and renovate
the
it.
boats and everything are not going to be part of it. I don't know if the boat is still floating out on the lake. I haven't seen it in a while. But I haven't been out on the lake in a while either, so that's probably why.
It's been chilly.
But yeah, it's going to have a big patio, 38 boat slips, and the only floating bar permitted on the lake. That's going to be a game changer.
Big deal.
So the chatter is, some people are very excited. Some people are saying, that it's not going to make it.
Dang.
I know. Some people are just mean.
Dang. Not going to make it.
But some people are calling this the new, like that floating bar is going to be like the new kind of get wild spot on Lake Norman. Yeah. So like the new rudder is kind of what people are talking about. Yeah. So if anybody who remembers the rusty rudder from back in the day.
I hope they have bumper boats and putt-putt still.
So I had some DMs asking if they're going to bring back putt-putt, and no news on that. No news on that.
No news on putt-putt.
No news on putt-putt. Yes, my sources did not include that, but thanks to Iredell County Economic Development for letting us know about that story.
If you're going to be family-friendly restaurant, I recommend soft serve. I think it's a nice touch.
Oh, I thought you were going to recommend sushi. Octopus.
As long as it's not
fried flounder
from Chile. Because they're banning it. You got to be careful. So, also just straight cod with a little bit of batter, dipped in some fried. Pretty good. Or fried. Instead of dipped in fried.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Here's your WSIC Community Calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater presents Honk Jr., the joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about self-confidence and celebrating what makes you different. Catch performances February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m. and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. It's a perfect live theater outing for families. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
If your weekend plans include browsing, sipping, and maybe leaving with a stack of new reads, Fred and June's Books is celebrating the grand opening of its new Main Street location on February 28th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 162 North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The day includes mystery gift cards, free stickers, a golden ticket giveaway, mimosas, and more. There's something for book lovers of all ages. Details are available at fredandjunesbooks.com.
And while you're planning ahead for spring, reality is it's also time to think about summer. The second annual Summer Camp Expo takes place February 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. Meet local camp providers, explore sports, arts, science, and specialty programs, and compare day and overnight options all in one place. Admission is free, and it's the easiest way for families to plan the best summer ever. Find more information through the Town of Mooresville Parks and Recreation or at mooresvillenc.gov.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Monday to you. It's getting closer to 9 o'clock. You know how it goes, especially on a Monday. You got to have somebody that can write a note. But you got to make it to the studio so you can get the note.
That's right.
And then you got to make it to the work. Let's see how long that's going to take. ICATS.com, alternative transportation. $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with David. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Hey, guys, we are in the HOV lane. We are coming up on Ckezepis Avenue and looking on both sides of the interstate. It is crowded out here this morning. We got bumper-to-bumper traffic started around mile marker 20 in the northbound lane. The HOV lane is being utilized by several motorists this morning on both sides. But we have not seen anything that cause any major delays. It's just slow-moving traffic both directions out here this morning.
All
Downtown Charlotte looked pretty good. Brookshire was moving really well. But no, everything is going pretty well out here this morning. No major delays that we've come across.
Okay, sounds like patient pants definitely required out there, but things are flowing. We like that. Let's keep hands 10 and 2, eyes forward, and we're going to have a great day. David, so appreciate you, sir.
Guys, y'all take care. Have a great day, and God bless you.
You too. We'll see you later.
Thanks, David.
All right, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye. ICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. On Tuesday, if you want to, you can go to the VA in Salisbury for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County to the VA in Salisbury. And then when you're done with that appointment at the VA in Salisbury, you can get back to your front door in Iredell County for only $1 more. On Thursday, do you like the idea of going to Winston-Salem, maybe to eat some chicken? You can do that for only $1 from your front door in Iredell County to get to Winston. And then when you're done eating that chicken, you've cleaned your mouth, you've gone to the restroom to wash your hands, you're ready to go back. You can do that for only $1 to get back from Winston to your front door in Iredell County. Friday, you want to go to Hickory? Things to do out there as well. You certainly can. Maybe you're going to check out the Home and Garden Expo that's coming up. You can get a ride from your front door in Iredell County for only $1, and then $1 to get back after you're done with your adventuring. You just got to schedule it. ICATS.com. All right, Meck County Senior Games.
Yes.
Is this in line with the Olympics?
This happens after the Olympics.
After?
So, yes. So this happens, I believe, this weekend, if I can get the post to come up and I can see what it says. So, yes, you have to sign up by February 28th. So you have to do the rest of this week to sign up. If you're 50 and older, you can compete and join in competitions like pickleball, cycling, shuffleboard. Plus, they have art entries and vocal performances. But I found the GOAT of the Meck County Senior Games.
I live in the Pines in Davidson.
From Davidson.
Over there, they know me as the GOAT, greatest of all times. I won more medals than any resident who ever lived in the Pines. I'm entering 7 events here today. I fully expect to win 7 gold. I intend to be back here next year, and I'm going to keep going until I'm at least 120 medals, and I'm shooting to make it to 100.
So there you go.
Slick on
there
the
he is.
shuffleboard.
We got Charles. He kept his word last year's senior games and Silver Arts, winning 13 gold medals, 6 silver medals, and 1 bronze medal. This year, he's registered for 17 events. So, like I said, if you're 50 and older, you can head over to Mecklenburg County Parks and Rec, and you can sign up.
Charles got that swag.
I'm all in.
I love it.
I don't like to push my chips forward.
Yeah.
But I've never felt more confident.
Of him, like, just... My favorite is at the very beginning when they take off for the...
It's the slow walk.
The slow walk, because, man, that is my vibe right there. That is it. And I'm not too far from 50, so you know Charles and I will be playing together.
Charles will talk some junk, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't go home with 7 gold without talking some smack.
No, letting somebody hear about it.
Yeah.
This weekend, it was like that with Noah, where he just kept talking junk. And I was like, dude, we're same team. We're same team. He was like, no. I will win.
Were you playing pickleball?
No, we were just watching the race.
Oh.
I was like, dude, it's okay.
Yeah. So pickleball, cycling, shuffleboard, and if you want to play pickleball, you can go head out to the serve.
You definitely can. We were at the serve on Friday.
I've got to get back to the serve.
What'd you think?
Oh, that was your first time.
That was my first time. I loved it.
We haven't
It was
even debriefed
amazing.
on that yet. It just was such a whirlwind on Friday.
Man, I got you that breakfast sandwich though, and the potatoes. Bill's eyes.
was
I've never
so
seen him so
good.
happy.
Those are like those Yukon gold potatoes.
Good
They're
potatoes.
delicious.
Yeah.
And you may take pause of that, like go to the breakfast at the serve. What? Go eat breakfast at the serve?
No, not me. Yeah,
now
it's,
you
it's,
know
I
it.
think
Now you
also
know it.
It's
I
bona
changed
fide.
Bill's life with the breakfast sandwich, and I changed your life with the grits. I think you never had them like that before.
Not that style. And
That's
then the
how-
red velvet waffle.
Oh well, that changed my life for sure. Yeah, I'll fight you over that one. So good.
Got an update for you on Artemis 2. So this is the spacecraft that
Is this the one going to the moon?
This is going around the moon.
Around the moon,
We're
okay.
not going to the moon with this. We're going
just
around
going near the moon.
We're going near dark side.
Okay.
But unfortunately, after overnight data showed an interruption in helium flow in the SLS interim cryogenic propulsion stage, teams are troubleshooting and preparing for a likely rollback of Artemis 2 to the VAB at NASA Kennedy. This will almost assuredly impact the March launch window. NASA will continue to provide updates as they become available. So when they say, back to the VAB at NASA Kennedy, they mean literally rolling it off of the launch pad, taking it back to the lab, cook it back up, and then try it all over again.
Yeah, let's just scrap this mission. I think we're done.
I think safety is an important part of this mission.
Big part.
When you're going to space and you've got...
It only counts if you come back.
Fair. You got nobody else out there but yourselves really to work on these things. And certain things you can't work on in space, like leaks. I don't know how much leaks. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would work.
But I don't think it's like one of those little patches that you just use a hair
No,
dryer.
if we're low on helium, I don't even know why I need helium, but we need
I don't
that
know why I
helium.
need
I'm
it.
not getting on that ship.
We're trying to get
until
our voices
helium
higher or something while
is
we're there.
Correct.
That's the only thing I know. Float a balloon? Are you floating yourself to space? I don't know how this works.
Well, the helium probably has to do with the oxygen, which might have to do with the dioxide, and that
Right.
may
Hey, if they're saying we need it, we definitely need roll it off.
Yeah, I just say let's just stop. Let's stop trying to do this, guys.
You don't even want to try anymore.
No, we're done.
We've seen
This
that
is it.
2 failed tests.
Yeah.
Leading in, not a good sign.
Let's
Have
not
we ever
have-
had 2 failed tests
It's like
before?
a commercial restaurant on Lake Norman. Don't even try.
Don't even try,
Don't
guys.
even try.
It's a terrible idea. I was like, what's wrong with y'all? Why are you so mad about this? So I don't know. People are so upset about it. But this, I'm just like, guys, like really? Like, do we really, like, what else could you use this money for that would be much more helpful to people on the earth rather than trying to get them around the moon? We're not even going to the moon. We're just going near it. It'd be like, Katie, we're just going to drive to the beach and then turn around and drive home.
When you put it like that.
I mean, okay.
Why?
So I don't need to go on the trip. But.
Yeah, why are we doing
I'll
this?
stay back.
What's the we know it's there. We can literally see it. We know it's there.
We got to start building stuff on the moon. Though.
No, we don't.
We got to start building
No, we don't.
more.
Look, I
We've
came
ran out
from
of space.
I came from Cleveland County. There's lots of land out there, guys. Just go explore
You
that.
don't have to go to. It ain't that bad in Cleveland County.
I mean,
hey,
there's-
y'all choosing space?
I'm just saying, there's room. Yeah, there's plenty of room. Rutherford County got plenty of room. Lincoln, there's some room over there too. We got room.
Unfortunately, looks like North Carolina might be getting some more room. The North Carolina State Urban Search and Rescue Task Force 10, made up of personnel from New Bern and Greenville fire departments, were on scene at a Purdue plant in Cofield. Unfortunately, after an 8-story grain tower exploded
Oh, no.
and partially collapsed, one worker unaccounted for. The initial explosion occurred at approximately 2:15 a.m. I believe this would have been Saturday morning. And so Greenville NC Fire Rescue put out on, I believe, Facebook. Around 3 a.m., North Carolina Emergency Management requested our USAR team, that's the Urban Search and Rescue Team, to respond to an explosion and collapse of an 8-story grain tower in Hertford County with reports of people trapped or missing. We immediately deployed NC Task Force 10, comprised of members of Greenville Fire Rescue and New Bern Fire Rescue, and currently have 24-member Type 4 team on site conducting search operations for one confirmed worker who was inside the building at the time of the collapse. Our personnel are also assisting the local fire department with search operations and logistical support. A medical specialist is also embedded with our team to ensure the safety of our members during operations. Please keep everyone involved in your thoughts as this complex operation continues. We will provide updates as information becomes available. That's tough. Don't like the idea of grain towers also exploding. Didn't know that
I didn't know that was possible. Yeah. I thought it was just a tower that you just put grain in, but I guess there has to be power and electrical to it. Maybe to keep it fresh. I don't know how that works.
Now, I have played Jenga before, and so collapsing of towers,
yes,
that I can visualize how that happens. Now, maybe it was post-explosion that the collapse then was inevitable, because when you remove that left side
that
Jenga
bottom piece, yeah, it all falls over usually.
When you run out of middles,
yeah,
and you have to do only left or right,
right,
things get complicated.
That's when it falls over.
That's
right.
unfortunate. So, obviously, thoughts and prayers too with the family and those involved.
Absolutely.
That's not a fun situation. One of the farm scenarios, right? It's a farm. I don't know how much, like in Purdue's world, does it affect, but there's certainly individual people involved in this, and so that is certainly.
Well, Purdue is where we get most of our chicken from, so it's probably the grains to feed the chickens that are on the Purdue farms. Yeah.
What a cycle.
Yeah.
You know what? Life's messy. It just really is.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, though.
No.
Andrea and her team, they've taken care of it for you. You can just go to spotlesscleaningnc.com, and that's where you can get a free quote today. You can live like a diva. You don't have to be inside of the grain farm tower when it explodes. You could just be at home or wherever you want to be, because Andrea and her team have taken care of the mess at your house.
Right.
As easy as going to spotlesscleaningnc.com, and you can get your free quote today. Up next, we got Mooresville Community's Children Theater, Honk, the musical.
The musical.
So they're singing.
They're going to be singing.
They're going to be singing. Okay, so MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org. Wonderful upcoming performance. Looking forward to chatting with some folks from the cast, and we'll see what Mooresville Community Children's Theater is up to. MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures dropping to the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Reddick wins 2 in a row to open the season. This is the Monday morning race recap presented by Sunoco. From NASCAR to your car, Sunoco. Performance is what we do.
down here. Ryan Blaney gets 4 tires. Sunoco Racing Fuel.
From fueling NASCAR champions on the track for over 20 years to innovating 94 octane, the highest octane on the market. Performance is what Sunoco does.
Sunoco cans injected to the car, bubble wall is down and away.
All Sunoco fuel at the pump meets the same top-tier standards as the fuel used in NASCAR. From the track to your tank. Sunoco, the official fuel of NASCAR.
2311 racing driver Tyler Reddick led 53 of 271 laps in yesterday's Auto Trader 400 at the Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta to claim the win. His second consecutive Cup Series victory after his first in the Daytona 500 a week earlier. The win for Reddick did not come easy after getting collected in a multi-car crash early in the race. He becomes the 6th driver in Cup Series history and the first since Matt Kenseth in 2009 to win the first 2 championship races of the season. Behind Reddick at the finish was Chase Briscoe in 2nd, Ross Chastain 3rd, Carson Hocevar 4th, and Daniel Suarez completed the top 5. 6 through 10 went to Shane Van Gisbergen, Zane Smith, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Preece, and Ryan Blaney. The race saw 57 lead changes, a new track record. Only 9 of the 38 starters were not involved in one of the several multi-car crashes. Next up, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas for Sunday's Duramax Grand Prix. That's the Monday morning race recap presented by Sunoco. I'm Kyle Rickey on the Motor Racing Network.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Nothing is stopping Wall Street this morning. Trading is still on, even with the blizzard hitting New York City hard, with investors taking a closer look at trade. The latest questions over tariffs are giving traders another focal point in markets unsettled by artificial intelligence and Middle East tensions. Stock futures are taking a hit this morning. We're also watching shares of American Airlines, Delta, United, and JetBlue, which are all lower in early trading, with all of the cancellations and delays. This winter has definitely been a challenge for energy and agricultural markets. Power networks have been pushed to their limits, while in Florida, the cold has damaged citrus crops. And Indiana is marching ahead with a plan to offer a new home to the Chicago Bears, a move that could snatch an iconic sports franchise from its neighbor. The site in the city of Hammond is roughly 20 miles from downtown Chicago's Soldier Field, the Bears' current home and the oldest stadium in the NFL. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC. Local starts here.
Come on down and don't be strangers. In our duckyard of free rangers, it's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm.
Great job, you guys. We have the cast of Honk the musical with Mooresville Community Children's Theater in with us today. The show starts on Thursday, right, guys?
Yes.
MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org, MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org. All right, we heard the wonderful voices. Let's go around the room and introduce ourselves. I'm going to start this way because I believe our lead is over here on this side. Introduce yourself and just say hey.
Okay. Well, I'm Sadie, and I'm 9 years old.
And who are you playing?
And I'm playing Ugly.
Ugly, okay.
I'm Grayson. I'm 14 years old, and I'm playing Drake, who's like the dad in the show.
I'm Hadley. I'm 13 years old, and I'm playing Ida, who's the mother of Ugly and the Ducklings.
I'm Caroline, and I'm 11 years old, and I'm playing the cat.
The cat. There's a cat in the show too. So all kinds of everybody playing an animal in the show.
Yes.
Okay, so who can tell me the story of Honk? Because I heard ugly, so I'm assuming duckling. So share the story of Honk with us.
Honk is the story of the ugly duckling, so I'm sure we're all like kind of familiar. It basically just follows a like farmyard where there is a bunch of ducklings that hatch, and one of them is like doesn't look like any of them, and it's ugly. And they, you know, kind of go on this adventure because she gets taken by the cat, and then she gets lost, and then the mother of the ducklings goes to find her baby duckling, and everyone else is like they don't like ugly because she's ugly. So by the end, they kind of like discover like, oh, she's not ugly, because I don't want to spoil, but
we won't give away the ending. But yes, if you've read the story of the ugly duckling, you kind of know how it ends. All right, you play Cat, so are you the villain in the show?
Yeah, I am. I'm just trying to eat ugly throughout the whole entire play.
Is that fun to kind of play the bad person in the show?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I bet that is fun. All right, you said that this is your second show, right?
Yes,
so what's it been like for you to do this?
It's been super fun. I'm having like a really fun time. I've always loved singing and like acting, so it's really fun for me.
That's awesome. And the rest of you guys are kind of veterans of theater, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it. My first official show, I was like 6, I think. So I've been doing it for like a long time.
A long time, yes. You as well?
He's been doing it definitely the most. I've done it since I was 9, so only like for almost 5 years now. But yeah, I really like it.
All right. And Miss Cat, how long have you been doing theater?
Like 4 years now. My first play was with Hadley, actually. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So Hadley, were you the one that brought her into doing theater with you?
No, we actually met for the first time from the first show that we did. We didn't know each other beforehand, but yeah.
So has theater helped you guys make friends and, build relationships?
I would say like definitely. I think some of my closest friends that I have at this point, I like made because of theater. Like me and Hadley go to the same school, but we first met each other through theater, and I'd say like we're really close friends now. So that like really helped.
Yeah.
And then as far as like preparing for a play, because this is also musical. So what's practice been like? What's it been like rehearsing? What are we nervous about? What are we really excited about for this weekend?
Personally, I'm having a whole different experience with rehearsing in this show, because now I have my younger siblings. There's 2 of them. They're 6 years old. They're twins. And I have had to, kind of help them throughout this, because this is their first show. They've never done anything like this before, but they've seen me and stuff, so they're really excited about that. So I've just kind of been, learning my own stuff while also help teaching them and just kind of getting them ready for their play the character in the show.
Yeah, that's really fun to like see your big sister, big brother be in a show, and then did you guys have older siblings who have been in shows before too?
Yeah, so my sister Brooke, she was in a lot of school shows before I did a show, but yeah, it was fun seeing her. I mean, I was much younger, so I didn't pay much attention to the show, so I just came in, climbed all over the chairs.
As little sisters do sometimes, yes. Did you have older siblings in the show as well?
I have an older brother, but he hasn't been in it.
Just you. Yeah, you're starting it for everybody.
Now, we were talking, I asked y'all about costumes, and so y'all aren't going to be a bunch of farm animals on the stage. There's more symbolism in the costumes for this one?
Sort of. I mean, you definitely can tell what people are based off their costumes, but they're not like, you're not seeing like a full, duck when you look on the stage, or you're kind of seeing someone that's like just kind of symbolizing a duck or symbolizing a cat, or all the different animals.
Yeah, like I might be like a duck, but I'm not gonna have like a beak, but you can tell through like symbolism and like especially like the mannerisms of like how we act, because you can like definitely we practice that with what your animal is. So like, if you're a frog or if you're a cat or if you're a duck, you'll have certain like mannerisms as the animal where the audience can be like, oh, they're a duck, oh, they're a frog, or like whatever animal you are.
So last week we had the cast of The Outsiders, or a couple weeks ago, the cast of The Outsiders with us. They said that show was for like 12 and up, but you guys are a little bit younger cast. So what age group you think would enjoy this show?
I really think like anyone would enjoy this show. It's definitely, I feel like this show definitely takes stuff for like definitely like a younger audience, but also for like an older audience too. I feel like the show definitely mixes that all in very well, and it's such a classic story that like everyone's familiar with. It really can be enjoyed by anyone.
Okay.
I will say the storyline with some of the lines and stuff, I will say, I don't think like a 3-year-old would be able to like.
So maybe
like,
as long as you
understand
can
it.
kind of,
like they would enjoy like the singing and stuff, but like they would have no idea what's happening.
Maybe if you're old enough to kind of sit still in a chair for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Then that's, yes.
Some of the vocabulary is definitely more like complex for some reason. Like some of the lines are like definitely harder to like understand if you're really young, but I think the storyline still is easy to follow even if you are a young child.
You know, we do a little bit of acting from time to time around here. Not a lot. We don't play dumb. But anyway, but those kind of skills, like you guys are mentioning, like really like skills of learning. Do you enjoy that learning how to act, learning how to do a performance together, working with other people? Because you know, while y'all might be up on the stage talking, there's like a stagehand doing something else, or flipping a light switch, or moving something around. What's all that like for y'all?
It's a lot, but I've really enjoyed it. I feel like even though I've been doing plays for like a really long time, and even before I did my first play, I did like acting camps. I feel like every time I'm in a play, I learn something new. I get more experience, whether that's like dancing, blocking, singing, like learning how to help out backstage more. That's definitely been a big thing as I've gotten older too. Because like now I'm like one of the oldest kids, so I'm helping more with like helping this build the set and helping backstage, which when I was younger, I couldn't really do.
I definitely agree with that because I feel like when I started, there were like a bunch of things, like so many new things were introduced, but like every time I enjoy it just as much. Like I've never like been like, this is boring. I hate doing this. Like I always love it so much. And like definitely now being like older out of the younger age group, I get to help out a lot, and it's really fun getting to do that.
So my daughter did Mooresville Children's Theater. She's in college now, but she loved that part too. So do you guys have some of the older kids that maybe that do the older shows that help you guys with directing and choreographing and things like that too?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
So like we'll have like some stage managers and stuff from like the older age groups, or like people doing tech or just helping out with set or backstage and stuff like that.
Is that something that you guys want to do when you get a little bit older too?
Yes.
Maybe.
For me at least.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe, because there's certain times that like I do like helping out, but also I just love being on the stage.
You like being on the
too.
stage too?
So it's like, we talked about this since I'm going into high school, and we can take classes, and one thing you could take normal theater or like technical theater. Now I have friends taking like technical because they want to help out backstage, and I'm like, I just really, really love just being on the stage. So I feel like I might not want to help out as much, but I would be totally open to it.
But we need everybody,
Yeah.
right? We need the people in the front of the stage and the people in the back of the stage. Yes.
I feel like I would love to do that, but also only if it like meant like I could also, you know, be on stage, because I love the whole like acting and performing, but I also do enjoy helping out as well, and I'd love to do that.
The show is called Honk. It's coming this weekend, February 26th through March 1st. Tickets are still available. Are y'all at Joe V. Knox Auditorium?
At the Charles Mack,
Charles
right?
Mack?
Yes,
At
Charles
the
Mack.
Mack.
At the Mack.
All right,
yep.
at the Mack this weekend. Check out Mooresville Children's Theater.org, MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org. If you've got a little one who's interested in acting or learning theater or building some skills or hanging out and having a good time, Honk being performed this weekend. Check it out. Might be the kind of first step in.
Summer shows are coming up, though. The auditions will be coming up very soon.
Ooh,
Yes.
MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning LKN and zero judgment about your dirty dishes. Spotless cleaning gets it. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, I'll tell you what, 40s after 60s are rough, especially with the wind. It's a chilly start to the new week. High temperatures, even with sunshine, only into the low 40s, and that wind makes it even chillier. Overnight temperatures drop into the low 40s. Our Tuesday still chilly, not as windy, but upper 40s, and then we warm up a bit more heading into the middle of the week. That's your forecast. From the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen, I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC Community Calendar.
Mooresville Community Children's Theater presents Honk Jr., the joyful musical retelling of The Ugly Duckling, filled with humor, heart, and messages about self-confidence and celebrating what makes you different. Catch performances February 28th at 1 and 4 p.m. and March 1st at 2 p.m. at the Joe V. Knox Auditorium in Mooresville. It's a perfect live theater outing for families. Learn more and get tickets at mooresvillechildrenstheater.org.
If your weekend plans include browsing, sipping, and maybe leaving with a stack of new reads, Fred and June's Books is celebrating the grand opening of its new Main Street location on February 28th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 162 North Main Street in downtown Mooresville. The day includes mystery gift cards, free stickers, a golden ticket giveaway, mimosas, and more. There's something for book lovers of all ages. Details are available at fredandjunesbooks.com.
And while you're planning ahead for spring, reality is it's also time to think about summer. The second annual Summer Camp Expo takes place February 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Charles Mack Citizen Center in Mooresville. Meet local camp providers, explore sports, arts, science, and specialty programs, and compare day and overnight options all in one place. Admission is free, and it's the easiest way for families to plan the best summer ever. Find more information through the Town of Mooresville Parks and Recreation or at mooresvillenc.gov.
For even more local events, family activities, and things happening around Lake Norman, visit liveworkplaylkn.com.
That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
The change of seasons is tough on your system. Dust, wear, and cold snaps test its strength. Let Horn Heating and Air Conditioning prep your home before the holidays, so your heat will be ready when you need it most. Fall into the season of Visit hornhvac.com, where your comfort is our business.
Good morning, LKN is back with more shenanigans and spotless cleaning support, because this show's messier than your kitchen. WSIC, local, starts here.
Good morning, OKN. 8:48. Yeah, they said they have multiple classes now in school for theater, like technical and like the front.
Yeah.
Back in my day, it was just one.
Just
it was
one?
theater class.
They were like, ma'am, no, you need to leave.
They
This
looked
is
at me and
not-
said, "Yeah, you're definitely on the technical team. You are not going to be on that
There's
stage."
no reason for you to be on stage. None at all. That's what they said to me, too. I also think it's hilarious that I barely passed my radio class in college. So, you guys, you never know. You
I have
never
a
know.
list of ones that I didn't do well in that are pretty funny. Law school was real estate, so that was funny.
That was the one you struggled in?
Undergrad, New Testament, so that was great. So two of my
Bible?
worst classes. Yeah, two of my worst classes. But you know what it shows you? Life's messy and you don't have, you
That's
can get
right.
over it.
You never
so it's
know.
Okay.
You never
know what's going to happen. So, but thanks again to Mooresville Children's Theater for coming in and hanging out with us. MooresvilleChildren'sTheater.org is the website. Honk is the show. Fun kid show. You're looking for something to do with the fam this weekend.
Yeah.
And maybe you got a kid who might be interested in doing some theater. You can bring them to Charles Mack Citizen Center this weekend, Joe V. Knox Auditorium. Honk performing February 26th through March 1st. I want to give you the update you've been waiting on. North Korea, they had their election results, and they might surprise you from over the weekend. North Korea's ruling party unanimously reelected Kim Jong-un as its general secretary, renewing his leadership until the next Congress, which will be in 5 years.
So they call it the general secretary, not like the emperor or something like that.
Yeah, just general secretary.
He's basically in charge of everything, right?
I think he kind of calls the shots over there.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Both the metaphorical and the actual shots.
Oh, yes.
I
Yeah,
would
both.
imagine.
Both. Yeah.
Going on over there. Hey, there is an opportunity to hang out together as well coming up. This one's for the ladies.
This one is again for the ladies. Sorry, guys. We've mentioned it before, but I'm not going to stop talking about it because the Lake Norman Women Wellness Retreat is coming up Tuesday, April 14th. And you might think, April 14th, that's a long time away, but tickets go on sale March 9th.
Oh, wow.
And you guys know how our tickets go. So we have opened pre-sale tickets. We are more than half sold out of our pre-sale.
Of pre-sale?
Yes. So if you want to make sure that you do not miss your chance to sign up for the Lake Norman Woman Wellness Retreat, head over to lakenormanwoman.com. You can there's a tab that says events, and you can click on that, and you can schedule your pre-sale, and you will have first access to tickets before they go on sale to the public.
Look, take the word for it, because tried telling you before
Let's
about
go,
Mahjong.
Yeah.
That one sold out twice.
24 hours.
Wellness Retreat, it's not active yet, but you can get on the list.
You get on the list, and you will have access to tickets before they go on sale to the public on March 9th. So head over to lakenormanwoman.com. You can sign up for the pre-sale. We also have availability for sponsors for this event, too. We still have some openings for our vendors. So we're going to have a little vendor table there for people. We're going to keep it very small, so it's not going to be overwhelming to come and visit. And this event is only for 50 women because we're trying to keep it small and intimate as well.
And the sponsorship package is super affordable.
Very affordable.
I mean, because trust me, I tried to push the numbers up much higher.
Yes.
But Mamie said, no, we want to keep it to where we can get these type of vendors and these type of people who are doing great things in the community.
That's right.
Have great products, have great services to showcase. We want to do it in an affordable way. I said, okay.
Yeah.
And so,
That's what she said.
and so Mamie's won that battle.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but we have availability for vendors in the wellness space. But, when you think wellness space, you can think, health and wellness. So we can have med spas and, massage and things like that, but also financial health.
There's all kinds of health and wellness.
Lots of options.
We talk about live, work, play. We talk about balance of life, all those kinds of things. So if you're somebody who cares about balance of quality of life, making sure people are better when they leave your presence than when they got there, then hey, that you might be a great candidate for being.
And the
there.
tickets also, Justin was a little bit upset about this one. Tickets are only $99, so you get a half day of wellness for $99. Includes breakfast and lunch.
And I know from seeing other price tags on wellness things that is extremely affordable.
I just came from a wellness weekend, and that is extremely affordable. Yes, extremely affordable. So, ladies, take a day off, or drop the kids off at school and come spend the day with us.
Because it's what, 9 to 2?
9 to 2. So you can drop the kids off at school, come and spend the day with us and be done in time to pick them up
At Safe
from
Harbor
school.
Peninsula Yacht Club, too,
Yes.
right down the street.
Let's go, girls.
So, ladies, we're going to be talking about this a lot, but I don't want you guys to forget about it. I want everybody to have a chance to attend because this will sell out.
I want to tell you about the Combine this week, too, NFL. I think it's this week. So where the new people coming up from college come into like a big arena, and they do all kinds of things. Like they do a jump, they jump high.
Okay.
They run really fast. They practice catching the ball. They wear armbands. They do all the stuff you do in football.
They just come and show you like what their skills are.
What our
That's how it
skills
works?
are.
Okay.
That's right. It's a traditional for players to do this, right? As being scouted, looked at in the NFL. And especially when you're talking about some of those top people, right? Like you want to really see how they compete at this level. But the projected number
How much
one.
you want to make a bet I can throw a football over the mountains?
Projected number one overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. He's a quarterback for Indiana. He says he's not going to throw at the Combine this week. He says he will throw at Indiana's Pro Day on April 1st, rather, because he says that he's got multiple pass catchers on Indiana that he wants to support and make sure people see them rather than him.
So he's not worried about getting picked up. He assumes that somebody's going to choose him.
I think he's pretty
regardless.
locked. I think he's probably pretty locked because they just won a national.
They won a national championship. There's
too.
a lot of momentum in his direction.
Okay,
people
Bill.
have not thrown at combines.
They have. Okay.
Yes,
It's not the
this
first
is a
time.
common thing. People don't want to either, because right now people think he's the best quarterback in the draft, right? If he goes and throws, that gives people maybe the window to think otherwise, right? Maybe that he's not
Why
the best.
ruin your chances when you're already on top?
Correct. But it is nice that he's throwing, and people will do it not at the combine, but they'll do it at their own facilities, a place where they're comfortable, a place where they are throwing to their receivers, not, at the combine, I believe it's other, receivers / not teammates, right?
Yeah.
So you got a connection with these guys. You're going to look better. They're going to look good. And it also, like you said, people will show up to this combine because he's the number one draft pick, allegedly, and going to throw. but scouts will also get to see Indiana Hoosiers receivers. So it is a nice thing to do. Yeah.
Can you get tickets to the combine? Like you can go watch the
I don't
combine?
know. I don't know if people can watch the combine. That's a great question, Justin, because usually I've seen like the scouts and managers and head coaches, they'll be in the stands, just kind of sitting and watching.
Yeah. Got an update for you from RFK Jr. on glyphosate.
Oh, good.
This one obviously got confusing last week a bit.
Yes.
Because for a while now, I guess I'll say a while, a couple of months or a month, RFK Jr. seems like a long time. RFK Jr.
No, we've only been talking about it for like 3 weeks.
Started talking about glyphosate and
Right.
in Roundup being sprayed on weeds, not weeds, right? It's actually on our crops.
Grain, yeah.
Yeah. And that is what they say has caused a lot of the gut health issues since 2006 when they increased utilizing
That's
Roundup.
why everybody's got celiac and gluten intolerance.
Tum-tum
and,
troubles. And bum-bum troubles. But Secretary Kennedy posted this, and I'm going to read some. I might not get through all of it, but I'm going to read some of it. I will always tell the American people the truth.
Can you read it like you would read it?
No, please don't.
All right, I'm
Please
just kidding.
don't.
All right, I'm
Please
sorry.
don't.
Don't do it, Justin.
Don't do
Do
it.
not,
Don't
Justin.
do it.
I asked
Don't
you.
do
Don't
it.
do it. I take
Don't
it
do
back.
it.
I
Don't
take
do
it back.
Don't
Say
do
you're
it.
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't do it.
Apologize to President. I mean, not
Okay.
President. Secretary Kennedy too.
No, you can call him President Kennedy. I'm just kidding. All right, carry on.
Pesticides
I
and
got too
sorry, I'm
excited.
trying not to do the voice right now. Hold on, I'm trying not to do the voice,
Don't do
and you're
it.
making me laugh. You can't make me laugh before I repeat the problem. You guys know how that's it. Pesticides and herbicides are toxic by design.
No, okay.
Engineered to
Read it
kill.
for me. Read it.
Sorry.
Read it.
Why did you go so southern?
I liked it.
You're like a Texas oil baron, is what it sounds like.
Oh, the Baron
You
Kennedy.
sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
I do declare.
Pesticides and herbicides are toxic by design, engineered to kill living organisms. When we apply them across millions of acres and allow them into our food system, we put Americans at risk. Chemical manufacturers have paid tens of billions of dollars to settle cancer claims linked to their products, and many agricultural communities report elevated cancer rates and chronic disease. Unfortunately, our agricultural system depends heavily on these chemicals. The U.S. represents 4% of the world's population, yet we use roughly 25% of its pesticides. If these inputs disappeared overnight, crop yields would fall, food prices would surge, and America would experience a massive loss of farms even beyond what we are witnessing today. The consequences would be disastrous. I support President Trump's executive order to bring agricultural chemical production back to the United States and end our near total reliance on adversarial nations. His executive order protects two pillars of national strength: our defense readiness and our food supply. When hostile actors control critical inputs, they directly threaten the security of the American people. The Trump administration will secure these supply chains to eliminate that vulnerability. President Trump did not build our current system. He inherited it. For decades, Washington designed modern agriculture. Policymakers wrote farm policy, directed research dollars, structured subsidies and crop insurance, and shaped commodity markets to reward monocultures and maximum yield. Those deliberate choices locked farmers into chemical dependence and prioritized short-term output over long-term soil vitality and human health. So unfortunately, we just have to do it.
We got to do it.
We got to get the cancer. You're just going to have to get it. It's the only way. If you want to eat veggies ever again in your life, accept the fact you're going to have to get cancer. Have a great day, Mike.
Great radio doesn't end